And I'm back. So let's go over this game. Yeah, I was looking at this one. Yeah, this was definitely... Where's this one? I had a couple of dealings in this game. I was looking at both of them real quick. 3-so here I think was probably definitely a mistake. While it is okay, I think, to push, like, 1-9 Sujis and Naka Sujis and even maybe 2-8 Sujis to get to potential Tenpai. 3-7 Suji to a early reach is basically Musuji, or no Suji, so that's a bit of a stretch to push for Tenpai right here, even as dealer. So probably think I should have avoided that. I mean, if it was the tile that got me into Tenpai, that's a bit of a different case, but yeah, considering the still hasn't come out yet, I'm still 1 Shanten, should probably hold back on that, and at which point that would mean I'd probably have to drop the 8-pin, or I mean 6-pin. So yeah. Second one was this one right here. So situation-wise, it's kind of rough. I'm in last place, South 3. In last place by a decent amount, mainly because I didn't win a single hand. I think I won one, actually. Oh, no, I didn't win any, yeah. So at this point, it's kind of like do or die, but Kamicha's discards are very disturbing right now, and then finally they dropped Sha right here, which I viewed as their safe tile overflow, and then afterwards they dropped an 8-pin, which is like hella red flag of, hey, I'm probably Tenpai, and hey, it's probably around this 8-pin. So the drawer drop right there was pretty dangerous. This guy's going for Honitsu, but he's probably not Tenpai yet, because we can't see any overflow. But specifically for this person with the safe tile overflow right here, followed by the 8-pin, I probably should have held on to this. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Womp womp. Okay, so let's go over the notes for this game. Like always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Unlike the game where I'm delayed by 5 minutes, in the review I'm not, so I can answer your question as soon as I look over to the other screen. So, first question, East 1, 9th turn. 9th turn? Or does that say 4th turn?
Home. Chi. Home. Home.
Oh yeah, this one right here. So yeah, I kind of like the 8 Sozu drop right there. This guy called pretty early on, dropped 3-pin early. 1-pin came out late from this guy, so 2-pin Dora is really scary right now. I don't want to drop that. 8 Sozu doesn't look super bad. This guy's probably not going for Honitsu, considering his discards. Dropping the first one to drop like a couple of the Yakuai tiles, then later dropping 3-pin. This is technically a 1 chance in Suji to this guy right now. And so yeah. This guy went open but didn't call the 5s, and then they also dropped an early 7, so... Or not an early 7. Oh wait, yeah, this one was pretty early. Okay, not that early. So rather than dropping the Dora right here, we can keep our 1 Shanten and also use the Dora in our hand without having to drop it by dropping the 8-so, and so I think that's pretty good. Alright, next up, East 2-1, 14th turn. This one. So dealer opened up pretty early on, and I'm just like hiding from them, and then I accidentally make it into 1 Shanten right here. But what do I throw that's safe against the dealer? Currently I have no safe tiles, technically. But I do have a Nakasuji, which is the 8 Sozu, which is, the 5 Sozu. which is not that bad. So I can either throw the 5 Suzunaka Suji or throw the Musuji 1 pin. But right now, there's like no 4 pins or 1 pins out on the board, which makes this really, really suspicious. So even though this would give me a pretty nice 1 Shanten, I'm still technically 1 Shanten right now. A bad one, but still technically 1 Shanten right now. And then I don't want to risk anything to this because if they have at least 1 door in their hand, it's going to be a 12,000 point hand. So don't take any risk with that. If I did get Tenpai here, let's say drawing the 7 mon, I'd probably risk it with the 1 pin, maybe even reach, because the dealer's not going to fold. But not even being Tenpai, I should probably go with the safest tile I have, which in this case is the Nakasuji. So what did they have? 5 8 mon. So yeah, if they get the 8 mon, they get a Hanemon. Or not Hanemon. 12,000 point hand is dealer Mongon. Or if they get the red 5 as well. Fun. Okay. Next up. Oh, East 3, I already looked at this one. So yeah. I really want to push for Tenpai here, and because I'm dealer especially, I'm willing to push a lot of stuff. But I shouldn't push 3-7 Suji, especially to an early reach. So to an early reach, you're a lot more likely to have a bad weight than if it's like in the middle round. Especially like penchants, so like 1-2 and 8-7 or 8-9. You're a lot more likely to be waiting on one of those because it takes a while to just like get rid of them or even like fill them up. So early reaches, even if you do have a Suji out for the 3-so or for the 3 or the 7 of something, if it's an early reach, which is basically like 5th turn and below, beware of those because they're basically as good as like not Suji tiles. So yeah. So yeah, this was a bit wishful thinking right there.
Wrong.
All right. Next up. South 1-1, 5 Manchi. Should I chi this right here and drop the 3 2-so? Probably. So 3 2-so already has 4 out right now. Not to mention I'm free 10 on it. If I call this, then I'll have 3 more Rionmans that I can call with. Dealer's already open. Their hand's probably pretty fast in comparison. So waiting around I think is kind of a bad idea. So yeah, if I do call this, I'm still technically like 2 Shanten away, or still 2 calls away from Tenpai, but it could go up to a Mongon Tenpai using the red 5. I could draw another 7 and switch that out. So it has Mongon potential. I guess the big question right here is, do I call the 5 right now, or should I just like wait because I do have the Yonren-K, and I still technically have 4 tiles in this shape. So am I in like desperate need of this right now? Take a picture of that. Maybe, maybe not. So with this shape right here, I can draw a 3, a 5, a 6, and an 8 and be really, really happy. And I can still draw the 4 tiles right here. So in total, that's like what? From my perspective, 4. If I ignore this, another 2, so 6, another 3, 9, another 4, 13, plus the 4 I can't see for this shape, so 17 tiles. So that's still pretty good. To like, figure out this problem before I get into Tenpai. And this call doesn't actually move me forward into Tenpai either, it just like changes my shape. So it doesn't actually advance my Shanten any. So yeah, I guess I probably should have ignored that one. It's still 6th turn as well, though dealer is open, but yeah. Should probably still ignore it. Just because I have so many options with the Yonren-Ki right here. And this isn't completely dead. take a picture of that. Alright. And then later up in this game, I got this right here. And now at this point, this guy called, and it's like, do I take this? Yes! Safe tile for this guy right here. Tuso is not highly unlikely, but I mean, if I get to Tenpai with this, it's already Tanyao Dora 3, so at that point, I would 100% be willing to drop Tuso. Especially considering there's 2,300 points on the board. So yeah. Alright, next up. South 3-2, 7th turn, and then Ugh. 7th turn? Guess I meant 8th turn. What turn did I mean? Oh yeah, this right here. So at this point, do I want to slim down my hand and throw out the 5 Sozu? Or do I want to keep it around for potential, like, switch over to Sanshoku Chance as well? And I think the answer is I should probably slim it down because the board is looking pretty scary. 4 So, 3 Pin, 6 Mon. We see all 3 colors of the rainbow right here. Middle tiles coming out from this guy. This guy over here looking like they're going strong for what I'm presuming to be a Penzu Honitsu. Considering that, I should probably go ahead and drop this, especially in the case that this guy gets Tenpai pretty quick, so that if I do need to push later on, I can throw the Haku. Now, I'm not sure about the calling timing of this right here. Like, no matter what, unless we're in, like, the last row, I really don't want to call 1 Manzu. But if 4 Manzu comes out, that's not that bad, I kind of think. That I might be willing to call that, especially considering I'm very, very desperate for a win right here. But probably not in the middle row, because this hand can become a lot better than if I open it with, like, Itsunomi on, like, a half weight, which is really, really painful. I should ignore it for as long as possible, but once I get into the last row, or if I see, like, a Riichi or something, I probably need to take it. Or if I see, like, overflow from this guy. Because it's like, yeah, things are getting pretty heated right now. And then, of course, overflow tile right there, and then the 8-pin drop right there. Into death. Yeah. It's the fun part about this room. It's like, oh, in a lot of the other rooms, it's like, oh, you can't help it. But in this room, it's like, yeah, you can help it. Everyone plays pretty logically to a fault. And so, if you see the signs and you just happen to miss them, that's on you. Unfortunate. So yep, that's all the notes I got for this game. So I'll probably be running off to Berkeley Mahjong League soon. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll be streaming some more tomorrow before I have to run off to bowling. So yeah, catch you then.